Hello, testing. Gonna get started. Happy Friday, anybody out there? You'll have to let me know how this sound volume is. I tried turning it up a little bit this week because I thought I've been talking about the background music. Can mess around with that. Let's see. Let's get going. Let me unmangle this. Alright. Oh wait, oops. I don't want to actually edit that. I just want to kill it. There we go. There we go. That was my starting banner. I haven't yet figured out, I haven't yet graduated to the level of like an animated starting banner. I just have that ASCII art. I'm going to turn this down a teeny bit. For me. Alright, that should be good. So, getting going here. Welcome, welcome. Alright, yeah, let me see here. So, where's my page for today? 0319, that's us. So this week I'm going to be working on some BigQuery stuff. So basically, let me turn this down a tiny bit. I am, yeah, let me see. Drop that down a little bit. Yeah, let me start this thing up. Let's see. Start my servers. Maybe that's big. Maybe big is good there. Oh yeah, I migrated local domains. Big changes. I'm no longer on lvh.me. I'm on localhost 9000. And there we go. Okay. So, what are we working on? I'm working on some BigQuery stuff, and this is honestly going to be like a long thing that I'm definitely not going to be able to do just in today. But basically what I want in Contour, you can come in here and upload, you can make a thing and upload your shapefiles or your GeoJSON or whatever. And what I want to have is that you'd have some option where you can turn this on and it'll just automatically sync into BigQuery. And then we'll have some UI in here where you could like write queries and stuff. And there's a few. So BigQuery is interesting because I think the default query UI does not like do a lot with geo stuff, but there's a few open source kind of things out there that, you know, let you write queries and like plug stuff into it. So this would be kind of a variation on that. And I actually have, let me see, I actually have a UI for it already because I actually tried to do this before. I wonder where they are, if I still have that stuff sitting around, maybe. And that's not very useful. Docs. Yeah, yeah. So I actually made a UI for this already because at one point I tried to do it. I sort of did like a sketch of it like direct into Postgres. So I was just gonna like wire this up and let people like query into the Postgres instance. But you know, obviously that doesn't like scale super well in terms of like a bunch of users, and it's kind of a headache from security perspective and all this stuff. So I thought about it more, and I figured something like a BigQuery, like something like you know, one of these OLAP type of SQL engine things would be a better fit there. So that is what I'm going to try to do, and it's going to be probably like a lot of steps, but I'm kind of just early in the starting to mess around with BigQuery step. So I actually did implement a Google OAuth, so you can come in here. I don't have this like linked up to anything, but you'd come in here and get auth, and it'll save your token someplace. And so that's one step, and then the eventual flow would be that like if you enable your collection, it'll go in there on your behalf and sync your data, you know, create a data set and create your tables and sync your stuff in there. Actually, I'm going to make a note on this. One of the notes on my big questions is that I haven't really figured out is data ownership. Put tables directly in user accounts, or put them in a contour account and grant access to the owner. So that's a big thing I'm gonna have to figure out at some point. The other thing is like syncing model. Oh yeah, I talked about that a little bit. I don't know yet if I'm gonna do a incremental sync or a full like kill and fill, drop everything and refill sync. I will have to figure that out. But at the moment, I'm just trying to like get going with the thing and basically just get the SDK hooked up and run some queries and stuff like that. So let me see if I can do that. Well, I know I can't actually because there's one step here that I was like a little bit stuck on. So let me see what I have been working on. BigQuery. So I have the Java SDK. So there's Google Cloud stuff is they're like pretty decent at having. Whoops, my camera's covering that up there. They're pretty decent at having like SDKs, at least in like Java, Python. I think they have Go for a lot of the tools and stuff. So they have a Google Cloud BigQuery SDK. I think this is just like literally on Maven Central or something. Actually, I don't know where or Sonatype or who knows where it came from. But so I got that, and you import a bunch of stuff, make some things, and they give you here. This is just like a query out of their example thing. Whoops, bumped the mic there. And so I got this thing wired up, and it is not running because I think that something has I've screwed something up with my like local auth, and I have some auth piece that's like cached into an old account, like an old GCP project that doesn't exist anymore. And I think I finally figured out basically what to do about that. So I just need to set this. So I'm going to set my quota project. So the G-Cloud stuff is kind of interesting because a lot of times when you run these commands locally, set quota project. Okay, great. Yeah, a lot of times when you run these things locally, they use random like config files in your tilde-dir and stuff. Oops. So this one is config, G-Cloud, legacy credential. Yeah, God, there's so much stuff in here. Application default credentials. So G-Cloud set application default credentials. I need to like just wipe. I might end up having to just delete that file, but G-Cloud auth application default login, G-Cloud auth login. I'm gonna run this and see what happens. Yep, that's looking good. Yep. G-Cloud config, yep. G-Cloud config. I think the first time I set this up, I was using some like test project that they made. I'm gonna use this one. Okay. All right, let's try that again. That might have actually done it. Let's see. Nope. Same error, I assume. Yeah, okay, good. Now I can probably do that. So let's see, what was the other thing I had to do there? It was just like this. All right, so I had to re-log in, and then I had to do this probably. Ah, no, killing me. That's unfortunate. As a developer, I want to introduce GCP. I want to do both of these things. Application default login. Oh, maybe I need that first too. Maybe I need all of these things. Unreal. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, that sounds good. Let's try it one more time. Oh, yeah, okay. I bet that might do it. Yep, that looks promising. All right, that's cool. Okay, so that was Another thing I had to do there. What was it I had to do there? Oops, I don't want to show that. So basically roll, just like face roll all these commands into your thing, and eventually one of them will set whatever config file is needed there. All right, so that's cool. So that ran, and now I actually got a thing. So this is like a BigQuery data result, which is kind of cool. So the data set this is running is GitHub repos.commits. Huh, wild. That's cool. It's actually pretty fast considering like what it's doing, like spinning out to some like ethereal farm of servers in Mountain View and like running all this stuff. It's like actually pretty fast, so that's really cool. So I guess some of my big questions are maybe I don't know what to put this in a task or whatever. I'm not sure. So I got to decide if I want to play around with the query side first or with the syncing side first. And both of them involve, like, one of the things I still need to verify is verify I can use user. Oh, what's up, Luke? You come on the stream? No. You what? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you should sleep more. Katie just woke up because she worked overnight and then just slept 3 hours because she stayed up all day like a weirdo. She says she has shit to do. Okay, verify can use user Auth tokens to actually run BQ on their behalf. Yeah, so that's a big thing. So the whole point of doing the OAuth is so that people can log in and we can use run the queries on their behalf, because with BigQuery, one of the things is you get like a terabyte of free querying a month or something like that, and so it's nice for people to come in and be able to just like, oh, beep boop, run some queries, and a lot of it they don't even have to pay for. So that's like one piece I haven't verified, is that I can actually like use those tokens and stuff like that. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that would be a fun way to do something. Maybe I'm just gonna make like a dummy route. I think I don't have a great like console setup with like loading up the DB and doing stuff in console mode. So yeah, I might just make a dummy thing. I don't even know where to put it. I'm just gonna put it in Auth or something, just some random controller for now. Where are my controllers? Oh, there. All right. Test. BigQuery test. So I've logged in. When I logged in, I stored a token in the database. Just like that. Yep, when I logged in, I stored a token in the database. So if I come in here, I can auth the user, load their tokens. I could even do a thing here where, like, if no token, redirect to OAuth path, that would be okay. Yeah, okay, so that's good. Tokens, I made a scope for that. For user, IO of vector of OAuth token. Oops. SQL. Oh god, I need to copy paste from something. Let's see. Select. There we go. From OAuth tokens, where user ID equals user ID, and then q.query auth token dot God, I think I would remember this stuff. To vector transact xa. Okay, so that's good. So that'll give me my tokens. Oh wait, shoot. You know what I didn't do is start my LSP. There we go. Give that a second. Got tokens. Let's just see if that even loads. Oh, wait. All right. Yeah, sure. What the heck? I'm just gonna put this in the nav bar. Did I even put it? Did I even put a route for it? I did. I made it. What did I make it? Auth Google BigQuery. I'm just gonna make it BigQuery. Let's see, this should show up there. All right, so load the token, and if there is one, I'll like I'm gonna try to run a query and just see if that even like works, see what the auth setup for it is. All right, what is happening here? Are we compiling? Yeah, we're compiling quite slowly. Man. Actually, while that goes, I've been meaning, I think part of the reason this happens is that where's my, oh, I guess I can't. I was gonna turn my, I needed to turn my streaming encoder back to the NVENC one, but I guess I can't do it while it's streaming. Okay, well, I guess I'm stuck with that then. I guess I can't mess with that right now. Test BigQuery. Oh, I said test BigQuery collection. Typo. All right. Oh, God damn it. All right. Hey, I have a token. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna do some sloppy mess and just be like, run this for a user. All right. So what I'm gonna do here is I want to pass in the user. And I guess really what I want to pass in is the token. I'll pass in the user too. Token. I don't even know what this does. IO unit, maybe. Oops, I can just put this here. All right, here's my dummy query. Sample query. Okay, so here's the deal. So this one, BigQuery options, get default instance, get service. That one is the one that's just wired up to my like local dev account. So that's like whatever I was messing around with the auth on the thing a second ago. And what I need is to get the one for get the one for the user. Like, and there's a way to basically wire up this auth that I will have to go and research in a hot second. So rather than using this cached one, I need to make this. Okay. Oh. We need our pal IO as always. I'm probably gonna have to pass like all the context shift and like whatever else business. I'll mess around with that in a minute. Okay, BigQuery Let me see. Dang, I was looking at this somewhere yesterday in some doc. I wonder if did I save a link? Maybe I put it in here. Oh, here we go. I don't know. This is the quick start that I was like following, but I don't know if this actually has the bit about auth for a user. Query job, auth. Okay. Google Java SDK OAuth for user. Yeah, something. This is going to take a minute to dig through. Credential. This song is a little bit intense for me. There we go. I'm gonna turn this down a tiny bit. All right. Yeah, send the access token to an API. That's exactly what I want to do. I have to find which arcane snippet of Java business is what I need to like wire this token up and stuff. Google credential. Maybe I saw it in one of these BigQuery docs. Maybe this is where I remember. User accounts. BigQuery. User. Oh, okay. This sounds good. Yeah, this is, I think, what I'm going to save this link. This is what I was looking at. Oh, God, that's a lot of stuff. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so I'm going to have to do something like this. And I need to get my client ID, my client secret. Oh, what is the refresh token? I actually need to set... Alright, so I need to set, I don't have well, I could have a refresh token. I have the option of getting that, but I don't have it yet. Oh, that's what it is. I don't have user credentials. I wonder where this comes from. That one. Alright, let's just put in pizza. Set access token, pizza. So I'll fill that in. Well, actually, that one is here. That one is token. Yeah, okay. Oh, it needs an actual access token instance. Okay. Where does that come from? What in the hell is an access token? Oh, jeez. All right, I have to go research that and figure out where that comes from. Where did I import that? Okay, here. Here we go. Java SDK. New Google credential. That set access token. Okay, maybe that's what I need. I have to learn the whole arcane hierarchy of all these Java classes and stuff. Please use Google Auth library for having and other non-OAuth 2 Okay, this must be what I'm pulling in here. Ensure.builder. Create credential with access token only. Oh my god, you need a token response. This is wild. I don't know what a token response is. Let's see if we can find a token response. Auth to JSON. Specified in. Oh jeez. It's like a JSON thing. That sounds bad. Constructor detail. You just make one. Does it have setters? Oh, it has setters. This seems wild. New builder, client ID, client secret, credential. So in this case, yeah, see, this is doing, I don't know what authorization code installed app is, but credential. What is this one? I just need to know how to make that. That is, oh, here we go. Java SDK. I mean, I'm sure this is going to be about equally useless, like some arcane, you know, whatever API. Let us see here. Oh, okay, this is where I was just a hot minute ago, except... So the question is there one of these constructors that I can somehow... Oh, you can make it from a builder. Does it have a builder? Credential builder. That's interesting. Okay, set client authentication, set clock, set JSON factory, set token service. Okay. And refresh listener. Boy. This is going to be quite a bit more complicated than I was even imagining, just to unearth how all these things are supposed to be patched together. Authenticating and calling the API. This is still that BigQuery example. So my case is a little bit different than this because I've already run the auth flow because I'm already like redirecting the user there and stuff like that. So let me read through this a little bit more. So they read the credentials. That's like the client, yeah, client ID, client secret. They load all that. They do all this authorization code flow, which I have no idea what that's going to do, but I assume it's going to be redirecting to, like, I assume that it's like actually like a open the browser and redirect there, and so they would go click and stuff. Yeah. Interesting. So that's actually funny because I sort of like wired all that stuff up myself, and like maybe if I had known, I possibly could have used this to do some stuff to make it easier, but it's not too hard to just wire up the OAuth stuff. So the problem is, my case is I've already done this, and then they get all this business, flow, receiver, authorize, exchange. So I don't know what this, I'm not 100% sure, but my hunch is that this actually would like pop open the browser and like do something, you know. Let's keep looking in here. Auth user, sample to query by a user credential. Client secret. Client secret I have. I don't want that flow though. Authentication with end user credentials. Yeah, that's what I have. Okay. Your app, user consent. That's what I did. Now I need the user data. End user authentication example. Oh god, this is just like only in Python. That's fine, whatever. Installed app flow. Wild. Yeah, launch browser. Yeah, that's literally it. It'll like launch a browser and stuff. Oh my god. Introduction authentication. User accounts. my god, this is where I just was, I think. This is like classic Google GCP auth, like docs thing, where you're just like in a circle, just rolling around. Get client detail, okay. Okay, so there's gotta be something else. Google OAuth credential from access token. God, the fact that all these things are purple is not a great sign. This is like some Python docs or something. Oh, okay. Service accounts, web applications. Yeah, okay, did it, server, got the token. Oh my goodness. Are there any, no, this is credential. Okay, let me go back. Let's go back to the Java stuff then. So what I need is user credentials builder dot set. Okay, so I set client ID, set da da da, and then set access token. That access token is what I need. But I don't know where to get it. All right, let me go look at that again. Which of these suckers was the actual Java doc? Here we go. Oh, wait, does this not have a search? I thought there was like a search for class on these things usually. Client auth. Oh, okay, that's fine. It's com Google API client auth OAuth. Client auth OAuth. Access token HTML? Literally, nope. Oh darn. Alright, I guess I could just Google it and see if that pulls anything. I wonder what, I don't even know what version of this. Oh my god, there's the actual source. I don't even know what version of this I'm in. I think you can, Rad but not, yeah, what's up Rad but not bad? You've come to my rescue. I am desperately in need. I think you can exchange the auth code for an access token. So the trick is I think that what I believe I've already saved in the database is the access token. Let me go pull that up actually. Google, oops. OAuth, Google client. So yeah, basically like it's like the whole normal OAuth flow where they come, you make a, what is it? You like sign a thing and make a token. You send them to Google. They redirect back to you. You get this code and you exchange that. And what I get out of that is, what I get out of that is access token. And then they have this ID token, which is like a JWT, JSON web token thing. And there's some other stuff in here that I'm like not using. So it's possible I need some of that, but yeah. Oh, so I guess this is what you're talking about. Like exchange the code. Like I think this is the code, and I did exchange it for the access token, and then I like saved the access token in the DB. So in theory, the access token is a bearer token. That is like you could put that in your HTTP authorization header and like ping them with it and do stuff, you know. But the question is, how do you wire it up in all this mess? Oh. Maybe it's this. Maybe this is all. Maybe I'm a dummy and you just need to use this constructor. Oh god, maybe it's just a question of like finding. Yeah, so here's a constructor, public access token given string and a date. Oh god, what kind of date is that going to be? Just Java util date. Okay, that'll be fun. New access token. Yeah, oh my god, I should have just checked that. If I had checked that 5 minutes ago, it would have saved me some time. Okay, so there's my token, and then, Java util date. I actually don't know the expiration time. I probably will need to store that. I'll probably need to store that on the thing and do some stuff. Yeah. Actually, I should add that to my note of big questions. refresh tokens. I'm storing OAuth tokens to use offline on the user's behalf. And so because of this, so this is actually interesting because I've used OAuth a lot, like over the years, but I've almost always only used it for like just auth, like for signing people in. Like I would have a thing and it's like you can sign in with GitHub instead of having to enter a password and a username or whatever. And so when you have that pattern, it's like you only really need the token at the very beginning because you just like hit the server and maybe you get back their like email or their user ID or whatever you're needing. But in this case, I need to actually like be doing stuff on their behalf with the token offline, and because of that, so I know that OAuth has this mechanism of like refresh tokens where it's like you get the token and then you can have some other URL where you ping it and refresh it and blah blah blah. But I have never, I've never like had to actually use that part of OAuth before, so that's another thing I'm gonna have to like learn about here. So I'm storing OAuth tokens to use offline on the user's behalf, and because of this, I may need to go through the async refresh flow to refresh those tokens. And I don't actually even know how it works. Like I don't know if it's the kind of thing where people just like run a job, like once a day they run a job and go through all their OAuth tokens and refresh them just like in perpetuity, or if it's the kind of thing where you can just like wait and only refresh it when you're about to use it. Like I don't know. I don't really know any of that stuff, so I had to learn about that at some point. Yeah, okay, so that's the thing. So I'm just gonna make up a date here, Java util date, like 1 hour from now or something. There's like some, I don't even know. Changing date, one ahead. Oh God. Okay, fine, whatever. Java util calendar. Date equals. That is Java util date. This is how it works? Is there not a calendar.current? Get instance. Is the get instance not going to be the current date? I would think it just is. Okay, let's just try it. Add. What do? You do calendar.hour and then you give it a unit. This is wild. Java is like so wild. Okay, and then you do get time. Oh no, that's not a builder. Oh, okay, it's like this kind of thing. This is the kind of thing where you could use tap, the Scala tap thing, but I'm just gonna do it this way. Add that. Okay. Yeah. See, it's like funny because they could have just made add return this and then you know whatever, could chain those, but they didn't, so that's fine. Okay, so let's just try this. Expiration. Oh God. This is unreal. Amazing. Oh. Whoops, I can't. Oops. I lost my music there. Where'd it go? Oh, it's just changing the song. Okay. Okay, so I'm turning my token, like this one here, OAuth token, that's the one that I stored in the database, and that one is that is this one. That's just like my model, you know, ID, user ID, whatever. So doing that, and okay, so now I actually have a thing to set in here. Oh, and I'm gonna have to pass these into. I can get hold of that. Where did I put it? I put that in my like config somewhere. I'm gonna have to go read. I'm gonna have to go remind myself how I wired this up. Okay, I'll do that now. I'll do that now and be done with it. The other day when I was first working on this, I had to wire up all the config and those stuff. I think I put it in. So the way I'm using type safe config, and then you just like you just interpolate like instance variables in there. So I have auth.google is the setting there. Oh, it just is like literally reading into there. Okay. 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 Okay, so I should just save this. I'm just going to save this GitHub conf. So I have the GitHub conf because that's how I'm actually doing the auth in the app, and then I have this Google one now, which is how I'm doing the the like BigQuery stuff. I guess at some point I could just switch. I don't know. I could switch that and only use the Google one, but I kind of like personally don't love authing with Google stuff unless I'm gonna actually like use Google to do stuff. I don't know. It feels weird to me. All right, that's cool. Make those nice and short. Did I do that right? I think I did do it right. Okay, so now I can get Google Conf. Tokens for user. All right, so I can pass that in. Where was I? Client ID, conf.client secret, God, and then access token, and then I will have my access token. Oh my God, unreal. Okay, that was a journey right there, but it looks like that might actually be actually how to wire it up. So we can see. I mean, there's literally no way this is gonna like work on the first try, but it's many steps in the process. Thank God I was about to sit down and just read this. Although I guess if I had read this, I would have seen that constructor and then I would have figured it out. But that is yeah, good. Close that tab very happily, and a lot of these tabs too. But I want to go back to that tab that I was trying to. I want to go back to that one that I was trying to follow before, except that it had all the business about the authorization flow, and I have already done the authorization flow. Oh God, sorry guys. Go back up there, tab. Get in there. All right. So user, where was I? User credentials. Okay. New builder set credentials. Yes, new builder set credentials. Okay. Now BQ equals BigQuery dot new, or what is it? BigQuery options. BigQuery options dot new builder dot set credentials creds, and that's literally it. Okay, just chain these suckers. Dot build dot get service. Okay, that gives you a BigQuery. Okay, now we're back where we started. Now we're back where we started, and I need to just run it. I need to run the query, and sorry, I made BQ. The type here is just BigQuery, I think is what you pass in. Yeah, okay. So I actually don't, I'm not even gonna have, I mean, eventually, right now I just wired up this like global one just for doing my dummy testing, but eventually I won't even really use that because I'll have to basically like fire up a new client instance every time I'm gonna do one of these because it's like on the user's behalf and stuff. So, Where was I now? Okay. Query job. BQ. Sample query. Sorry, that's my dummy test one. Remove the next line if you're always using current time. I don't know where I copied that from. TBH. I'm going to delete it. Okay, so actually, I should return something. I should just return some kind of string. I don't even know what I'm going to make. Oh, and I guess I don't. I guess I don't need the user after all. I just need the token and the client. I'll call this client conf because that has my client stuff on it. So I need my token and my client conf. Okay. So let's see. What I don't even know like what's in one of these things. That's going to be a whole nother situation. I'm going to have to learn how to. Field value. I guess the thing to do here is maybe make something like a list of map string or some shenanigans that just like makes a blob out of them. Field. Get. Okay, so maybe you have to get res.get schema, get values. Field value list. Yeah, a lot to learn here. I don't know if iterate all, because I know one of the things with BigQuery is like you run a query and by default it kind of like it kind of grabs like a handful of rows for you and that's what gets previewed in the UI. But it, you know, because that obviously could be like your query result could be like terabytes or something. And so I don't even know if iterate all here means like iterate the small sample or iterate the terabytes. I guess probably it's the sample, but who knows? So row, if you can get a field, if you know the field value, how do you get the field values? BigQuery job get field names or something like that. Java SDK. Maybe here's where I want to be. Well, I really want the okay. BigQuery. Oh, that's some tasty lemon water. There we go. This is what I'm trying to get. Oh my god, that's... oh, okay. Reference docs have moved into dedicated Java docs. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna snap a little link to this guy too. I think that sometimes the GCP docs is like a little bit of a house of mirrors, and it's like you're roaming around, and it's like when you find something that is useful to you, you better save that link because you will not ever get back to that page again organically. A testing helper for Google BigQuery. That's kind of interesting. I wonder what that does. Before the test. Huh. I wonder what this does. I don't know. Testing code. There isn't an emulator, duh. Oh, interesting. So you can like use this to actually like run an integration test against it. That's kind of interesting. Okay, well, anyway, BigQuery. So the thing I did is I get a job, and a job get query results. Is that what I was doing? Get query results. Okay, so that gives you a table result. Okay, good. We're making progress. Total rows, get values, a field value list. Returns the schema of the results. Okay, so that's good. A field value list is just like a table row, it sounds like. And a field value, oh my goodness. I wonder if, this is interesting, I wonder if someone has made like a nice Scala BigQuery client that does like nice idiomatic type wrapping for this stuff. BigQuery for S. That sounds intriguing. I feel like I know this person. Sirach. Oh, this is the person that makes Scala JDBC. I've heard of this guy before. I've never used this thing, but it's kind of interesting. Okay, anyway, so this is interesting. Get rows. Wrapped table row. Okay, this is, I'm not going to mess around with this now, but this something like this could certainly be more pleasant for dealing with all of this. Field list, because it's just like every single type is wrapped in some freaking thing. Okay, so let's see. So okay, there's my schema. Schema dot get fields. Oops. Fields dot. This is like, you literally have to just iterate through it. That's like all you could do. Unreal. I literally don't even know how to write like a for loop in Scala. Like, what have I ever done that? For 0 to I. For I in 0 to fields dot got size. Dot size. Hold on. How does this work? You have to do it. Yield fields dot get I. Or maybe you can even just do it like that. Can you do it like inline like that? Wow, I've like done this maybe like once ever. Okay, so that's field names. Get name. I don't know. Screw it. Yeah, let's just try that. Get name. Okay, so this is, what even is this? List of string or something? I don't know. It's probably like iterable of string or seek of string. Type mismatch. Seek. Let's compile this. Unit. Oh, maybe maybe you have to do the yield. Maybe if you don't do yield, if you don't do yield, it's like an imperative loop or something. Okay, maybe that's right. Okay, that's good. Okay, making progress. Field names dot map in comma row dot get. It's like a for each. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. And if you have, it's like if you don't have a yield, it's like a for each, and if you have yield, it's like a map or something, I guess. So this is going to be like map of string to field value is my hunch. Okay. And then what is a field value? Field value. Oh, so now, yeah, this is a classic. So now it's like it's like a janky enum, and so it's one of these things, and you have to decode it. Well, you know what? I'm gonna rely on our friend toString for now, just to get us some stuff out of it. Oops, toString. Yeah, so this whole, I mean, that whole thing is part of what I'm eventually going to deal with, because like eventually wiring this thing up, the big benefit is going to be, or like one of the main things to make it work nicely is like taking all those BigQuery results and decoding them, and in particular making them into like GeoJSON wherever it's possible. So yeah, I don't know, big asterisk / to do future task on that front, but for now, this is actually going to be IO of let's just make it like list of map string. Oh wait, whoops. This just needs to return that. And so I think that this one is like an iterator or something. And then that will list it. Whew. Boy. Okay. Okay. Does that compile? I think that's one other thing. Oh, query job. Yeah, I added that parameter. Did not fill it in. Okay. Now... Alright, I guess I'll do what I said. Def require tokens vector of OAuth token. Unit. Oh wait, I have a helper for this. So if tokens is empty, redirect to, I guess I could do routes.auth controller.google. Okay, yeah. If that's it, else unit. Oh. Wait, type mismatch. Pipeline stage unit. Oh, I think I did that backwards. The other day I was messing around with this. Oh, I have it backwards. Yeah, it's confusing. Okay. If it's non-empty, then you can go. Otherwise, you have to get redirected. Okay, that's a better way. What did I... I thought that would be correct. Oh, great. I have now so many types. What did I import the wrong one? Oh my god. I imported there's like OAuth tokens and OAuth tokens everywhere. It's my OAuth token, not the Google one. Get out of here. Okay. Now, res. This is where it's just 100% gonna blow up, but whatever, it's worth a shot. BigQuery. Oh wait, I think I called it something stupid like client. Oh no, that's not right. What did I call it? Oh, I did call it client. I'm gonna put this down there so I have it. Hold on. Source main. This entry is not finding my package. Contour.gcp.bigquery should be there. if I have some shenanigans here. Contour.gcp. Did I put it in the right place? Scala, core, source main Scala, contour GCP, BigQuery. Did I type it wrong? No. Because that's how I was actually running it before. Contour.gcp.bigquery. Am I blind? Did I just type this wrong and I didn't see it? Oh shit! You know why? It's because of putting it in here. God damn it! I've done this to myself before. It's because I have a, an object called a variable called contour, and so when you put the import inside of here, that shadows it, and it's all host. Okay, so much for being clever and putting it next to the scratch code. I'm putting it back up here. Okay. bq.client.query for user tokens.head and then auth conf. Oh boy. I'm just gonna literally just vomit this in here. Res.toString, baby. Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Alright. So this is gonna be just a big disaster, but you know what the hell? Let's see what happens. Oh no, I can't even load it. Some class not found. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Actually, so one thing occurs to me. I should actually wipe this, and I'm not sure if I restarted that since I added the dependency. Class not found. Damn, that's not good. Google BigQuery job configuration. Anybody else got this problemo? I already have class path woes and I haven't even gone that far. What version am I even on? 1.127. I wonder how recent that is. I assume it's, yeah, okay. I mean, I came in here March 2021. That's new. Like, no one is using it, but okay. I wonder if I need to, I wonder if there's something else I have to add. Job configuration. Services model. That's not very nice. BigQuery, Google Cloud BigQuery, Java. That is the one I have, I think. Google Cloud BigQuery. I wish they would say what. Oh, here it is, 1.27.6, latest, and I'm on I'm on 8, but surely, I mean, I guess I could roll to that, but I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt, but oh yeah, different version. Oh man, unreal. I wonder if I'm gonna have broken everything else now. I wonder if this thing is going to turn out to be really miserable, and like at some point it's like you'd be better off just using the REST API than trying to use their client. All right, so I got a different error, which is maybe good, maybe bad. Let me try to run my dummy example over here again. What the hell? Can't find anything. All right, let's see. Oh, can't find that. Oh, that's because it's not called that. It's called client. Different problem, temporarily. So that still works. Does not work in the dev thing. So this is some super annoying. I've seen this before. This is some annoying SBT thing where certain errors cause it to just like swallow the whole thing, and you just get this useless mapped virtual file thing. Actually, did they have a fix? They might have fixed this. Let me see. Closed. Thanks for the repro. Oh, this is closed a while ago. I think this issue... SBT explicit... Oh, geez, this is some other thing. Alright, I don't know what that's all about. Let me think here. So what is going on? I have some super screwy thing. Alright, well, I guess my better option here would be to be able to wire this up. Be able to wire this up through local usage, like through my script. How much work would that be? All this business. One of my big to-dos is I need to take all this mess and like resourceify it with like cat's effect resource, so that then I could put this into my REPL more easily. It's like load all this launcher code up in one go. I can do this. What the heck? Where's my pool? I don't actually know what that does. Oh, it does there. Oh, it returns this. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can mess around with that. Okay, so I'm gonna just hack the heck out of my stupid arg here. Alright, man, should I put it somewhere else? I don't want to have like a circular dependency on this thing. I don't know. Let me see if I can put it in here for now. Okay, I'm gonna put it in example. Alright, let's get this on. Alright, I'm gonna put it in here. Object. What is that? Array string. God, this is a mess. Executors, blocker. And then the shutdown is all this mess. God, I wonder how hard would it be to wire up this with cat's resource or whatever. All right, detour. Okay, it's 5:30. I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break, and then I'm going to, this is just a total detour now. Cat's effect resource. I just want to wrap, I want to be able to do a thing where you can basically say like, I want to have a resource that loads the whole app and just like gives it to you. So contour resource, bracket, blah, you know, and then use, and then I can run examples in there all day long. That'll be better than doing this like web app wiring it up business that I've been trying to do. So, where's my oh wait, here, okie dokie. Okie dokie. Yeah. Where's my ASCII art that I was using before? Is this the one I was using? Yes. Oops. BRB. All right, we're back. I have earned my Friday afternoon beer. It was a long week, so TBH, I'm into this. Oh man, Andy Glass is calling me. Hold on one second. Yo, Andy.
Yes.
Yo, you're on the stream. Say hello.
What? Hello, world.
I'm doing a Twitch stream right now, so I can't talk long.
Nice. What are you twitching?
Some code.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How do I watch it?
Twitch.tv/Warris. You can check me out.
Alright, I'm here for it.
Alright. You okay? Call you back later?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm about to watch your stream.
Okay, great. It'll be super exciting, I'm sure. I'm just like banging my head on some Java code. Alright, I'll call you maybe later, or else tomorrow or something.
Yeah.
See you. Alright, that was fun. Love Andy Glass. Okay, what was I even doing here? I was doing this business. Okay. Oh yeah, Cats Effect resource. Okay, I'm gonna figure this out. Import resource. App is resource of. How do you make it? How do you make a resource? Okay, resource. Resource.make acquire release. No problem. Okay. This is going to be resource. So if you have not used Cat's Effect, it's like if you haven't used resource, it's basically like a way to do try catch finally type of situation in a more functional way. So you get basically this thing that gives you a wrapper, and it has like a init and then a release. And then when you want to use that, you call where is it? You call .use, and then that gives you like an IO where inside the block you have your thing there. So that is the theory. The theory of it I understand. I just have to figure out how to do it. It looks like make gives acquire and release, and it looks like they both are IO. I guess acquire is probably IO of A, and release is probably IO of unit, because that's doing like a print line here. So let's try that. Resource of what is a new cache thread pool? Executor service. All this business here about the pools and the thread pools is all just because of JDBC. So this is all just like getting wrappers set up to be able to run the right. Because with JDBC stuff, you kind of need like several different thread pools for different contexts. So that is all what that business is about. Make acquire f of a IO of this. Oh, and then I guess the release must give you shut down. Yeah, so this is great. This is easy. This is so nice. Shut down. Not found. Value IO. Does resource take 2? Is it like IO like that? Oh yeah. Okay, great. Because you have to give it F, because it's like tagless final or whatever, so you give it F. Type executor service. I guess that's what you get. Okay. Shut down. Okay, you can't do that. Huh, what? Okay, let's go compile. What does it not like about that? Oh, you have to wrap it in IO. Okay, yeah, duh. Okay, there's the blocking pool. There's the blocker. There might be a different way to even do that that's better, honestly. Oh, sorry, I missed your comment, Red, but not bad. What time? 2 minutes ago. Is that to run things in parallel? Sorry, since I missed this, I'm not sure exactly what the context was, but yeah, it all is to run things in parallel, and the nuances of it gets like a little finicky. Let me see if I can find this doc. Doobie, Scala. Yeah, multiple pools is definitely to run things in parallel, and the part that gets tricky is like you have to be really careful with how you manage the ones that block versus the ones that don't block. There's a really great, the best article that I know about this is this gist from Daniel Spiewak. Here it is, thread pools. This song is nice. Here, let me put this in here. So basically, yeah, you have this pattern where you have CPU bound stuff, which is like you're just crunching numbers. You have blocking IO, which is the JDBC category, and in the blocking IO category, what people often do is this cached thread pool. So it's like when it needs a new thread, it will make one, and then it'll save the existing threads for some period of time. And that's because in those threads you're going to be doing blocking IO because JDBC is blocking IO. So you're gonna, if you're not like a little bit careful with it, you can basically kind of like deadlock your app, or not really deadlock it, but you can like lock up, like super slow down your app because you're doing all this blocking IO on your small size CPU bound pools. And so anyway, yeah, it's kind of annoying, but you end up needing like all these like 4 or 5 different thread pools to do your stuff. Let me see, Doobie, Scala. There's a pretty good page about it in the Doobie docs as well. This one too. Which is not loading. I'll put these in the notes section for our stream. Oh man, everything's loading slowly. Okay, there's one. And here is 2. Missed the chat box there. Did that show up? Oh yeah, check this out. This thing is not very good on a white background, but I added a chat thing from some stream, whatever. I think it's from Streamlabs is how it works. Yeah, anyway, so that's kind of fun for the notes. All right, so what are we doing? Blocker, IO. Oh. How does this work? Blocker. I guess I don't even need to make the blocker a resource because you just shut down the thing under it. So actually that's okay. I need that one. I need def connect pool resource IO, and then that one is an execution context. Oh wait, it's an execution. God. Context executor service. I don't even know what that means, but make IO I don't know what the best way to format this is. .make okay, shut down. Sure, whatever. Okay, so there's connect one. And now and then so contour, to start it, it needs the blocker. Yeah, so blocker is a cat's effect thing, which lets you just like wrap one of these pools and it does some special stuff around like blocking, which it's funny because basically blocker becomes this like implicit parameter in certain contexts when you need to call io.blocking, and it will basically shift whatever you're doing onto that thread pool and make sure that your blocking IOs get run on the blocking thing. But this thing actually, I think, went away in the newest Cats Effect. So in Cats Effect 3, I think that the way that API works has changed a bunch. So I actually need to upgrade to that at some point. Okay, blocker, and then what is the other stuff? Connect pool. I guess I could just pass in the blocking pool. I wonder if there's a more nice like general type for this. It's just an execution context. That's all it is, really. Okay. Okay, so that takes those two and it gives you make. You can just do it this way. Let me think about this. So it actually has to have, I don't actually have the, oh God, this is kind of annoying because what really has to happen is the pool has to shut down, or the pool has to close. This pool here is like a Hikari, like SQL connection pool. Let me think about this. I guess for right now, I will do it like this and like data source. Is it Java SQL? I think it is. And then the release for that is just pool.close. Okay. Start, or app is resource IO contour equals 4. Oops, let me just put that up there. 4. So now the nice thing about resource is you have these and you can just flat map them together. This is the app with the pool. And I will give BPCP. I think I can do contour. I think I can do that. Because then this will get shut down on its own. Yep. Okay, this is looking a little bit better. Now, app. So then, okay, so now I have this whole thing. That was a whole tedious detour, but I have app, resource of IO contour, and then now I can use that. Oh, yep, and then the other thing here to do is cats effect IO app, because this will give an IO of, this will make the whole thing be an IO, which is fine, but pure programs extends IO app. IO app. Yo, one sec. What's up? Sugarfish. Wow, we're going all out. Your treat. You want sugarfish? Okay. Well, it sounds like we're having sugarfish tonight. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. It'll be good, right? Give me the big one. Good. All right, good. Getting some fancy sushi tonight. Wow. Wow. Wait. Okie dokie. You can't hear it, but I put the okie dokie onto a sound clip that I can play from the terminal here.
Okie dokie.
If you were on my stream, you would hear it and be enthralled. All right, what am I even doing here? Def run args IO of thing. Okay, this is how IO app works. Instead of main, instead of doing main with args array string, you do run, blah blah blah, and then you give a thing. Args.use, or sorry, app.use. Oh wait, you want to hear it now? Katie just logged on. Oh, how long is the delay?
Okie dokie.
Oh, the delay's pretty long. All right. Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
All right, what was I even doing here? I'm trying to figure out how do you even use this thing. App.use. Oh Jesus, there's a lot of crazy implicit shenanigans going on in here, but I thought it would give you. Cancellation, safe resource release. Oh, shoot. Bump that. Okie dokie. Run. I was awesome for describing blah, blah, blah. If you can figure out how to use it. Yeah. I'm almost there. Almost there. I need. Oh, yeah. Use. Okay, so use is like an auto flat map because they expect you to do IO stuff inside of there. So it's like use function of your resource to an IO and then you do whatever. Okay, that makes sense. So app.use contour. Does that compile? Wait, what do you mean? Why is this not? Oh, I don't have exit code. Okay, okay. Now I can write scripts. This is great. I can write IO scripts and do whatever. Contour.accounts.get user by username Warris. And that's an option, so I'm just gonna force it. So that's that, and then tokens.forUser u. Okay, there's my tokens, and now back where we freaking started this long journey. So that's my OAuth, and then my tokens. I required tokens, so I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, I know I have one. and then we can just do this. Print line BigQuery result with OAuth access token. And then what we're probably going to get out of this is another like shitty class path exception, but there we go. Oh wait, this is not tokens, this is token. And then BQ is actually this one. BQ.client.query for user. Oh, I don't need piped anymore. That's a controller. Piped is a controller helper. Okie dokie. Oh man. Oh wait, I guess I can take out. So in theory, so app.use is like a auto flat map. So this is an IO of an exit code. So this whole thing would be IO exit code. So in theory, this actually wires up correctly. Let's see. Yeah, great. Run main contour.gcp.bigquery.client. Oh no, sorry, .example. User credentials. Okay, there we go. Okay, so TIL. This is funny because going way back when we were like looking at one of those whatever OAuth Java doc like things, it was like, oh, you need a refresh token, and I was like, oh, I don't have a refresh token because I didn't save it yet. But it sounds like maybe you need that to be able to do user auth. So user credentials instance cannot refresh because there is no refresh token. Oh, I'm gonna Google that just to be safe, but let's see. Yeah, human parent, I refresh them. Have you used AWS before? I've used AWS a fair amount. I mean, I've used it at work at like a lot of different places. I've never used GCP at work, ironically. But it's funny actually, because at work now recently we've started using this thing called AWS Athena, which is a little bit like it's a little bit similar to BigQuery in some ways. It's like an open, or it's like basically like a branded Presto, like managed Apache Presto is what it is. Yeah, which do you think is more developer friendly? It's a tough call. I find the GCP stuff, despite all of my griping about their docs, which is like sometimes hard to navigate, I find the GCP stuff to be honestly a little bit more developer friendly, especially if you're just trying to build like an app. I think the problem with AWS is they just offer you I think the GCP stuff is a little bit more opinionated. With AWS, they're just like, here's 8,000 services, and a lot of them often are like even competing or overlapping or whatever, and it's like you go and figure it out. And they've actually made the console, the like web console and stuff has gotten a little bit better recently, but it for a long time was just completely like useless. So I don't know. I think GCP stuff is good, but then sometimes the docs are screwy. Sometimes it's like hard to figure out what the hell is going on. Yeah, the docs are a little bit nicer on GCP. Just like all of the UIs in general, I think on GCP are nicer. UIs including like the docs and the web console and the even like the CLI. The CLI is pretty nice, you know. Yeah, people complain about that they shut down products and stuff like that. I don't know. So far, luckily, they haven't shut down anything I'm using yet. But yeah, that does seem like a bummer. I think the thing with GCP is it's a little bit, especially if you just want to run something, they like wire it all together for you a little bit more. So it's like, I turned this thing on, I ran it on App Engine, and it's like out of the box, you get the log ingester with searching the logs, and you get some decent, I mean, not great, but you get some like primitive monitoring and like charts and all this kind of stuff. And like when I was running on, I've run something on Beanstalk before, which is maybe kind of like the closest AWS thing to App Engine, and it was just like, here is a log file that you can like download, or like it's not even a log file, it's like here's a whole directory of all of the files from your instance and you can go mess with them. I don't know, it's all a pain. Yeah, that's true for sure. I mean, because like at my like day job, it's like we have like a whole like service rep who's like dedicated to like help us out, and we can they're literally like in our Slack, and we can like ping them with questions and stuff like that. So definitely the big. I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't know how it is if you're using GCP and you're at a big company, but for AWS they do seem to go a little bit out of their way to help you out, which is nice. All right, so I don't know where did I get to this thing? Yep. Oh, not that one, but this one. So, where's my BigQuery task? Okay. Verify I can use user. still work in progress on that. I'm gonna put a thing in here I can check off just to make myself feel better. But I did add cat's effect resource helper for launching contour instance. That was kind of nice. So to do. Oops, wait, what? Why didn't that save one? Okay. What I think I need to do now is update Google OAuth logic to save the refresh token as well as access token. Let me go and actually look at that real quick. So Google Client. Yeah, okay. What do I get out of this? You get this is the response. I think I logged this. So you get the access token, expires in, scope, ID token. Unless the access token actually is supposed to be a refresh token. Google auth to response payload. Server to server, different payload. Oh yeah, I did get something like this. This is like the JWT. Oops. Oh no, God. I read here the ID token is limited. Yeah, the ID token is a JWT, so it looks like that. I don't know how to. Okay. How do you get the refresh token? That's what I want to know. What? Google? Developers.google.com? Service unavailable? Where's those 9s, Google? Where's those 800 9s of availability? What the fuck? Oh my god, what is even happening? Oh my god, I'm cursed. Let's try the Stack Overflow post since Google, developers.google.com is literally down. Do they have a Twitter? Twitter, Google developers. Hey, Google developers, did you know your docs are just down? The fuck? Alright, well, I'll come back to that in a minute. I can't get refresh token. Yeah. I found access type is offline. That is true. I do need access type is offline actually. Because that is what I'm gonna do. Offline shenanigans. Google callback. Where's the URL? The URL is here. Okay. Authorize URL. Client ID, redirect URI scope. Access. What do I do? Yeah, access type offline. Oh, grant type. Maybe that's my problem that I did grant. Oh no, that's okay. What's a Google payload again? Payload JSON. Hold on, I'm gonna I'm gonna check this JSON in the DB, even though it might have stupid shit in it. I saved the raw JSON payload. Access token, token type, bearer, scope, ID token. Damn, okay. Access type. Google Auth grant type. I think there might be something I need to put in that grant type. Oh, this is supposed to have a refresh token. It says it's supposed to have a refresh token. Maybe if I put API, it'll have that. All right. Oh wait, that has to go, my bad, this has to go in here. All right, let's see. This is gonna probably expose some stupid credentials, but I think that the token. Oh, is this bad? Can I not put the token on stream? Are you guys gonna hack me? I'm gonna move it over here. All right, there we go. There we go. You won't be able to see that terminal for a hot minute, but that's okay. Localhost auth. Google. Let's see if my thing even loads now. Compiling. Okay, I was doing this one. All my mini Google accounts. Okay. Refresh token. It has a refresh token. It does have a refresh token in it. So the thing, Google payload, which has a token. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's the wrong one. It's this one, Google Auth Res. Access token, ID token. It does have an expires in, which is a time frame, and then it has a refresh token. I don't, let me take this out because I don't actually remember if that was there before or not. That's what I'm kind of interested in. Like what did I don't know if I just missed this before and it was there all along, or if it was the adding of that, what did I call it? What was it called? Response, I don't know, whatever that thing that I added is. Oh wait, was this here? Oh, jeez, okay. Access token, token type bearer, okay. Oh, okay, so that's interesting. So it's not there. So it is that. So I had to put offline. Since I didn't put offline before, that screwed me up. Not having put offline, because with offline, you still get token type bearer, but you get a refresh token. Okay. Oops. Needed to get a refresh token in response. So that's good to know. Okay, so now I can get a refresh token and I can save that sucker. So to do for next time is update Google Auth logic to save the refresh token as well as the access token. And then when I make those credentials, I'll use the refresh token and do all the stuff. So that'll be probably the more correct way to do it. And yeah, still TBD on this part. Like, I don't know if, I still don't totally know if I can just like stash the refresh token and the Google machinery will refresh it for me automatically, or if I have to, or if I'm gonna have to like manually refresh it myself with like a cron job or something. I don't really know how that works. I'll have to go read up on it. But put that back over here. Terminal has returned. All right, well, this is pretty wacky back and forth kind of stream today, but thanks for sticking around. Crew that came by. I don't know. I'm just gonna commit this pile of stuff here. Oh yeah, never really sorted out that goofy class path thing, which is kind of still a big TBD, but I will sort that out at some point. There's some examples. That's 6, 8, whatever. Didn't really do anything, but who knows. All right. WAP, more BigQuery experiments. I added resource-ified contour loader to make scripts easier. Added, what did I add? I don't know. Oh yeah, figured out part of the Google OAuth user credential API. Planned next steps on loading, planned next steps on storing refresh tokens so they can be used for offline BigQuery access. Oh boy, big Friday business there. All right. Well, that's probably about it for me. It's a long week. I'm weary of all the programming. Let's just give one last okie dokie for the crew. So thanks for anybody who came by. Rad but not bad. You're my most loyal user, I think. Most loyal viewer. This is fun to chat as always. Thanks for the questions. And yeah, hopefully see y'all next week. I didn't do any midweek streams this week, but maybe I'll do one next week. Let's see who is on. Oh, Creon is on. I tried to raid Creon last week, and I think the raid literally went in there like the second she finished, and so it was just over. Let's go see if she's still doing anything. All two of us, all two viewers.